With a league as competitive as the NRL, opportunities are hard to come by for up-and-coming players. NRL youngsters typically have to wait in the wings for years before they're shot at first grade, and as we near closer to round 1, I wanted to have a look at 10 youngsters who, if given the opportunity, could break out during the 2021 season. Just wanted to clarify before we start this video that breakout is a broad term. For some of these young players, breaking out might mean getting a handful of NRL appearances. For others, it might be becoming a regular NRL starter. This list is in no particular order. Number 10, Charlie Staines. The ongoing hamstring issues and the club veteran Josh Mansour, who was ahead of him in the depth chart. Staines, with his stock high, used his leverage by offering his services to other clubs, which ultimately led to a 3-year extension and the releasing of Mansour.
Yeah, we're not happy for him to test the market at all. That's his agent, so...
With this decision, a lot of pressure has been put on Staines, who will be expected to not only score tries, which he's shown he can do, but also gain run meters like his predecessor did so well. Staines in 2021 will be given first go at the wing position, and if he can stay healthy, he could very well be near the top of the try-scoring rankings by the end of the season. Number 9, Shawn Blore. At only 20 years of age, Shawn Blore is a menace on the football field. A proven winner at the under-18 levels with the New South Wales Blues and Junior Kangaroos, Blore has shown his captaincy credentials in leading the Penrith Panthers SG ball team to the National Championship in 2018. Now featuring with the West Tigers, we saw glimpses of his brash nature and strong ball running in his 5 appearances in 2020. His willingness to bring it to the NRL veteran Nathan Brown in his debut was a great indication of his readiness at the NRL level. Blore's goal in 2021 will be to solidify himself as a week-to-week starter in the NRL. Number 8, Sam Walker. The 18-year-old prodigy has already been touted as the predecessor to Cooper Cronk's 7 jersey after Kyle Flanagan was pushed out over the summer off-season to the Bulldogs. At such a young age, I'm not here to heap on the superstar expectations that we often do for young prospects, but I could see Walker feature at halfback this year for the Roosters. With only Lachlan Lamb ahead of him, any slips in Lamb's play could see Walker's debut. Walker's decision-making impressed me. His ability to force his hand at the right moments reminded me of how Jack Wyden plays around the line. For the Australian schoolboys, he had 3 try assists and a try dominating the game. Now I must clarify that this isn't me saying he will be Wyden, that's too much pressure. I just see similarities in how he runs hard towards the line and uses his step effectively when he can sense tired defences. At 18, Walker having a few high quality performances is considered a breakout season for me. Number 7, Jordan Riki. Now this might seem like I've jumped on the Jordan Riki bandwagon, but if we can ignore his outrageously good looks, you'll realise that this guy can really play. With the strength and motor to compete in the second row at the first grade level, Riki has what many forwards lack: speed. His acceleration off a short ball or in support play are great attributes to have in the NRL. Also, like many others on this list, he has been given more opportunities due to roster changes. With star second rower David Fifita leaving for the Titans and Jamil Hopewadi being released, this opens the path for Riki to being a starting NRL second rower. In attack, Riki will be fine. But the question will be if Riki can elevate the Broncos' defence, which remained at the bottom of the standings in 2020. Number 6, Jack Howarth. This dude is an absolute monster. Standing at 6 feet and 3 inches and weighing in at 105 kilos at just 18 years old, Howarth has become a household name in both schoolboy rugby union and rugby league. Howarth has showed a distinct understanding of tackling technique and hitting hard, while also possessing halfback ball skills and blistering acceleration. I mean, just look at some of these highlights, they're actually quite naughty. With Howarth creating a cross-code wall for his services, he was snatched up by the Storm and has been elevated to the top 30 squad for the 2021 season. With the structure of the Melbourne Storm, it's unlikely they would push an 18-year-old ahead of star forwards like Felice Kafusi and Kenny Bromwich. But if injuries do hamper the Storm, expect Howarth to make an appearance off the interchange bench. I expect his debut season to be more like Jordan Riki's, a few appearances here and there with Howarth becoming a name that becomes well known in the NRL by the end of the 2021 season. Number 5, Josh Schuster. Debuting in 2020 for the Manly Seagulls in round 17 against the Tigers, we saw this sleight of hand interception as Josh Schuster tipped as Manly's future 5'8". Opposite number Benji Marshall would declare it was the best debut he'd ever seen from a young kid. Josh has quite the resume, being the 2019 New South Wales Rugby League SG Ball Player of the Year, captaining his side to the grand finale. Schuster seems ready for the NRL but has been stuck behind Dylan Walker and Cade Cust, and now Kieran Foran has returned to the club. This may seem worrying for his development, but with the reoccurring injuries Foran has had and the off-field issues that Walker is currently facing, Schuster's path to a consistent NRL position may not be so difficult. If Manly struggle this season, they may just try their hand and offer the youngster a starting role. Number 4, Jayden Sullivan. Sullivan has a relatively small frame at 80 kilograms, but his technique and determination have been applauded by many fans. In his debut, he would only miss 1 tackle from 26 attempts, which is a great sign. Much like Josh Schuster, Sullivan was incredible at SG ball level, beating Schuster's side in the grand finale. Having played for the under-18 New South Wales side and already debuting in the Dragons' final game in 2020, it's clear that Sullivan's career is on an upwards trajectory. With both Hunt and Norman in the hot seats after their 2020 seasons, expect Sullivan to be right on their heels, ready for first grade action. He could be the difference maker for the offense, which remained stagnant throughout 2020. Expect him to feature if the Dragons start the 2021 season poorly. Number 3, Jake Averillo. With 2020 considered by many as a breakout for Averillo, the move to a permanent 5'8" role could catapult his game to new heights. Already featuring in 13 games for the Bulldogs, scoring 3 tries, Averillo has shown versatility. Featuring at winger, centre and 5'8", Averillo has showed that he has the speed to play as an outside back, but also the playmaking to feature in the halves. A highlight from his short NRL career would be his performances when given the role of starting 5'8". In rounds 18 and 19 of the 2020 season, he had 3 try assists with the Bulldogs winning their round 19 matchup over the heavily favoured Rabbitohs. Given the opportunity in 2021, Averillo's running and ball playing could perfectly complement the structured style that Kyle Flanagan brings. With the Bulldogs bringing more strike power, Averillo will have more options and could potentially have a serious breakout season in 2021. Number 2, Cody Ramsey, debut. Number 1, Jake Simpkin. Known as one of the best young dummy halves in the country, Jake Simpkin already has expectations to reach. Capped at both the under-16 and under-18 level for the Maroons, Simpkin has the polish you would expect from a veteran hooker, let alone a 19-year-old. Quick one-hand grabs from dummy half, an excellent understanding of when to dart from the ruck, and a willingness to get stuck in on defence are why Tigers fans should be incredibly excited. Simpkin should also be excited as the departure of Harry Grant has left a spot vacant for him to grab. He may very well be Harry Grant 2.0 if given the opportunity, as he is a Queenslander like Harry and this will be his debut season. Simpkin will have to contend with the crafty hooker Jacob Little, who will probably get the first run at the 9 jersey, seeing that he is more experienced. Little has struggled with injuries throughout his career, so expect Simpkin to be waiting to replace if need be. Okay, so that concludes this NRL list on players who could break out in 2021. Remember, this list is not exhaustive, there are plenty of guys who could have made this list. If you have your own suggestions on NRL players, tell me in the comments and we can have a discussion. For more Australian sports lists and mini documentaries, subscribe, like and comment. The bigger we build this channel, the more improved the quality of these videos will become. Thanks for watching.